Hello, I'm glad you're here. This is a recap, a summary of the book of Leviticus. I was supposed to make this earlier and somehow I forgot, but here it is, and this is what it is. Leviticus is the third book of the Bible. It's also the third book of the Torah, or the Pentateuch. It's following Exodus, and it's written as God's instructions to Moses for the Israelites after the tabernacle was built. While Exodus shows God coming to dwell among his people in the tabernacle, Leviticus answers the question, how can a holy God live among sinful people? The name Leviticus comes from the Levites, the priestly tribe, but the book's laws apply to all of Israel. In chapters 1 through 7, it explains a sacrificial system. God explains 5 main offerings, each with its own purpose and rules. Number 1, we have the burnt offering, complete dedication to God. The whole animal is burned. Number 2, we have a grain offering, a gift of flour, oil, and incense, symbolizing devotion and gratitude. Number 3, we have a peace or fellowship offering, which is a shared meal with God, showing peace between him and his people. Number 4, we have a sin offering, which is an atonement for unintentional sins. And in number 5, we have a guilt offering, which is an atonement for sins involving restitution. These sacrifices taught that sin brings guilt. Blood must be shed for forgiveness, and God provides a way for us to have reconciliation. Chapters 8 through 10 speak of the priesthood. Aaron and his sons are ordained as priests. They're set apart to live and serve in the tabernacle. In chapter 9, they begin their priestly duties, and God's glory appears to the people. In chapter 10, tragedy strikes when Aaron's sons, Nadab and Abihu, offer strange fire not commanded by God, and God strikes them dead, showing that he is holy and must be approached on his terms, not ours. Chapters 11 through 15 are like laws of purity. These chapters outline clean and unclean food, purification after childbirth, regulations for skin diseases like leprosy, and bodily discharges. While some laws had health benefits, their primary purpose was symbolic to remind Israel of God's holiness and their need to be clean before him. Clean and unclean didn't mean sinful versus righteous, but it did show that God is distinct from all impurity and that his people must reflect that separation. In chapter 16, we have the Day of Atonement. This is the most important day in the Israel calendar, Yom Kippur. Once a year, the high priest enters the Holy of Holies to make atonement for the nation. 2 goats are used, one sacrificed for sin, the other, the scapegoat, sent into the wilderness, symbolically carrying away the people's sins. This pointed ahead to Jesus Christ, our ultimate high priest and the Lamb of God, who takes away the sins of the world. Chapters 17 through 27 offer the holiness code. In this section, it expands on how God's people are to live in holiness in every area of life. Chapter 17, all sacrifices must be brought to the tabernacle. Blood is sacrificed. In chapters 18 through 20, there's moral laws, including sexual ethics, honesty, and justice. God calls his people to be different from the nations. Chapters 21 and 22 are rules for priests. They must be without defect and serve with reverence. Chapter 23, festivals, Passover, unleavened bread, first fruits, weeks, Pentecost, trumpets, Day of Atonement, and tabernacles. These appointed times reminded Israel of God's salvation provision, and holiness. Chapter 24 were regulations for the lampstand, bread of the presence, and punishment for blasphemy. Chapter 25 was about Sabbath year and the year of Jubilee, rest for the land, freedom for slaves, and restoration of property every 50 years, showing God's mercy and ownership of all things. Chapter 26 was blessings for obedience and curses for disobedience. God's covenant brings life, and peace is obeyed, if peace is obeyed, but disaster and exile if it's ignored. Chapter 27, vows and dedications to the Lord. The general themes seem to be God's holiness. Be holy because I am holy, which is in 19:2. Sums up the book's message. Sacrifice and atonement. Sin separates from God, but he provides a way back through blood sacrifice. Separation from the world. Israel must be distinct in worship, morals, and daily life. In God's presence. Obedience allows God's presence to remain among his people. In conclusion, Leviticus can seem like a list of ancient rules, but its core message is timeless. God is holy, we are sinful, and he provides the way for us to be reconciled. The sacrificial system foreshadowed Christ's perfect sacrifice, who fulfills the law and makes us holy through his blood. For the Israelites, Leviticus was a handbook for worship and life in covenant with God. But for us, it points to Jesus and calls us to live set-apart lives in gratitude for his grace. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed this recap. I hope you enjoy this journey through the Bible. Please come back for the next video. If you like this, if you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe. And I hope you have a very blessed day. I thank you for listening. I'm NatsMan, and I am out. Hello, I'm NatsMan. If this is the first NatsMan Reads the Bible that you've watched, I encourage you to go to the intro video, which I will leave a link to in the description. Although I've changed the format just a little bit to not include a recap on each video, you will still get the general gist of what this channel is about. That I'm reading the Bible. It's a challenge for me to do it from beginning to end, and for anyone and everyone to listen to it from beginning to end. I hope you join us. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you have a very blessed day. I'm NatsMan, and I